Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday evening on senior night from Thompson, North Dakota. It's Division A girls basketball tonight as the Thompson Tommies tangle with the Wahpeton Huskies. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show here, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. Eli McHugo is running the camera for us here on this Tuesday night. For the Wahpeton Huskies, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lady Huskies under the guidance of head coach Brian Watson with a mark of 11 wins and 8 losses on the season. They've won 6 of 7 games, losing to Kindred last week on Thursday, 88-59, but then coming back with a win over Standing Rock on Saturday, 85-34 here for Wahpeton. Wahpeton scheduled to have a game on Thursday at Turtle Mountain. Then Monday, they will go up in the Region 1A girls basketball tournament against Northern Cass. It'll be at 7:30 on Monday night. We'll have that for you right here on yourliveevent.com. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, they had a 12-game win streak snapped against Carrington back on February the 5th, but they've won back-to-back games since, including a win at Devil's Lake on Friday, 69-60 here for the Thompson Tommies under the guidance of head coach Jason Bren. After tonight for Thompson, it will be the Region 2A girls basketball tournament. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll let you know what the brackets look like for both the Region 1A and Region 2A brackets opening up on Monday. Also from there, we'll get to our starting lineups, the opening tip, and we'll hear from both coaches. When we come back, we'll get to a little bracket breakdown when we return here on yourliveevent.com.
Every Sunday, I'm ready to come to work Monday morning. Like, we laugh and we joke, but we get work done. But I've never had a bad day here.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Dagelman.
I thoroughly like walking through the door and seeing everybody. It's just a great place to work.
We wouldn't be where we are at today without all of our great employees.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we continue on the pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Taking a look at the bracket breakdown, we'll start with Region 1A. That'll be on Monday from the Shack in Fargo. Valley City earned the number 1 seed and a bye into the semifinals here for the Highliners, so they will play on Tuesday night, a week from tonight, in the first of 2 semifinals. At 4:30 on Monday from NDSU, it's the 4-seed Central Cass going up against the 5-seed of Fargo Oak Grove. At 6 o'clock, the Kindred Vikings will tangle with the Lisbon Broncos. And then at 7:30, the number 3 seed in the Wahpeton Huskies will go up against Northern Cass at 7:30. Again, the Region 1A quarters on Monday, semifinals on Tuesday, third place in the championship will be on Thursday, a week and a half from now at the Shack. The Huskies again will play Monday night at 7:30 against Northern Cass. Well, to the Region 2 basketball standings, a couple of games that have gone final with Region 2 opponents today. Mayport CG defeats Harvey Wells County 66-32. And in doing so here for the Mayport CG Patriots, they locked up the number 7 seed in the Region 2 tournament, while Harvey Wells County will be the 8 seed Carrington went on the road tonight and defeated the Lisbon Broncos 57-31. So that's a look at some of the scores that have came on in. Carrington, the number 1 seed in the tournament with a 13-1 record in the region. Thompson at 12-2 in terms of region points. The Carrington Cardinals will be the 1 seed, play at 3 o'clock against Harvey Wells County. Thompson, the 2 seed, will play roughly at around 6 o'clock against the Mayport CG Patriots on Monday from Devil's Lake. We'll have that for you right here on yourliveevent.com. 3-4 going to be Devil's Lake, and alongside with 4 wins, I'm going to walk in. The 5 seed is Hillsborough Central Valley, with the 6 being Grafton, 7 Mayport CG, and the 8 again Harvey Wells County. Will have the Region 2A girls basketball tournament with 4 quarterfinal round matchups, 2 semis, and the 3rd place and championship game on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from Devils Lake High School, and that'll be with Josh Boyko and Kevin Kochman on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get to our coaches conversation. Up next, we'll hear from Brian Watson, the head coach of the Wahpeton Lady Huskies. We'll hear from Jason Brand as well, coming up around the corner on senior night, as they're recognizing 6 seniors on the roster this year, with Nora Goulet alongside with Addie Sage, Claire Colling, Kaya Hurst. You also have Nyla Goulet and Abby Olson as well here for Coach Jason Brand and the Thompson Tommies. We'll hear from our coaches next on yourliveevent.com.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour. Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsborough has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsborough.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
As we continue on the pregame show here today, brought to you in part by IRE Insurance, in a non-region girls basketball contest with the Wahpeton Huskies here in Thompson tonight, going up against the Tommies. Join us from the Huskies' perspective is their head coach, that's Brian Watson. Brian, I'll start the conversation with this. As a coach that's getting ready for the region tournament here coming up on Monday, what's this time of the year like for you as a coach with the regular season winding down, knowing you're going into a winner-go-home situation on Monday in the region quarterfinals?
Well, I think for us right now, being able to come up here to Thompson is kind of a luxury, right before the region tournament to start. We get to play a really good basketball team, a team that was in the state tournament last year, a team that's a contender in Region 2, and, depending on what happens in the region tournament, somebody that you could face later on down the road. So I think it's a good prep for us to get our girls going and get them focused on the region tournament, not have this game mean so much within the region, but get us focused for the pace of play that we're going to need to play at in the region tournament.
You mentioned your opponent with the Thompson Tommies. A lot of people will talk with Sage. A lot of people will talk with Colin, and rightfully so, and Kaya Hurst as well. But what's the one thing when you just look at a Jason Bren team that's going to stand out here tonight going up against them for 32 minutes, Brian?
Well, they're going to get up and down the floor. They're going to shoot a lot of three-pointers, and they're going to apply pressure. So you have to take care of the basketball. You have to protect the three-point line, and you need to get back in transition. So if we're able to do some of those things, we can try and keep pace with them. But it's just a tough team to slow down. They're just so well coached and so fundamentally sound. You really have to stick on task.
You look at your particular team, what's a trait or characteristic, very youthful squad this season, but what's something you like about this team's progression from November when you got into practice to where we are now here in the midway part of February?
You know, I think for us, for being so young, I think our team unity kind of sticks out. We have a couple players that are leaders and our scorers, but really the rest of the group, they just get out there and do their job. They understand what their role is, and they don't really care about, the individual accolades. They play as a team, and I think as a young group, that's something that really helps you be successful.
A leading scorer for you with Claire Woods, the 5'11 sophomore. Just how have you seen her maturation on and off the court this season for Claire?
Yeah, she's come along really well. Having a young post player like that, she has to kind of adapt to the varsity game. She's had some experience, but to be out there full time and to be the main focus, I think it's something that you learn as the season goes on of how teams are going to play you. Are they going to double you? Things like that. And for her, she's done a really good job. Her inside game has come along nicely, and then she can also step outside and play on the perimeter and knock down some shots. So it kind of makes her a dual force. You can't just key on her on the inside.
I'll ask you about one more player here. Piper Nelson, as an 8th grader, just as someone that literally is maturing and right in front of your eyes here on and off the court. So how have you just seen her maturation as well on the basketball court this season?
Sort of the same thing as Claire. Piper had a whole year last year as a 7th grader, experienced high school basketball. It's a lot different than AAU or junior high ball. And I think she's grown a lot this year. She's starting to understand the game. I think it's slowing down for her. The ball is in her hands a lot more than it was last year. And, for a girl who is a scoring point guard, she's also able to get the ball out of her hands and understand when she needs to get rid of it. And her assists are up, and her assist to turnover ratio is really good this year. So I just feel like she's growing as a player. And now here we are later in the season. I don't know if I really want to call her an 8th grader anymore. She might be a freshman now, but she's really going to have to kind of start playing at that pace of a freshman.
Brian, thanks so much for your time. Good to see you, and best of luck here tonight.
Thanks, Chase. I appreciate it.
Adding on Coach Brian Watson for the Wahpeton Huskies. We'll continue with more after this on our pregame show here from Thompson.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamara, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
On our pregame show here today from Thompson, it is senior night for the Thompson Tommies as they welcome in the Huskies of Wahpeton for a little non-region clash here on this Tuesday night. Joining us from the Thompson perspective is their head coach, that's Jason Brendan. Jason, I would be remiss to not start with the seniors here. Just what does this group of the senior 6 just kind of mean to Thompson girls basketball and for this club this season?
Well, it's a really special bunch. They've been around for a long time, and they're always willing to go to work. They put in the extra time. These kids, they just don't know how to give up. They keep fighting back. I'm not saying they're perfect and win every game, but they've had a heck of a career, and every one of them. I mean, I'm gonna say all their names just because they really deserve that. I'm gonna go by our roster numbers too. So, you got Nora Goulet, her and her twin sister Nyla are both kids that, they're just workers. They love basketball, and whether they've always been getting as much time as they would like or not, they're just good kids to have around because they work their butts off. And we love having them in the program. And Abby Olsen's a kid, the same thing. She's gone through some injuries and things in her career, and she just keeps coming back. And you got to love those kids, and they keep coming back, and they have smiles on their faces and work hard. It's just a lot of fun to have them. Claire Collings, a kid who's started for us now for a couple of years, but every year she ended up in a different position, and having to learn new positions is definitely, it's a taller task than a lot of people understand. So we love her for that and her effort. And, Kaya Hurst is just one of those all-around amazing players. She does so much for us. She's basically a double-double kid for you every night, and she'll go guard one of the best offensive players on our opponent's squad. So you really can't say enough about her. And then Addie Sage, she's one of the most gifted scorers that I've coached here, and I've had some really good ones over the years. So it's a kid who knows how to create for herself and her teammates. And you know what? That's another thing that I love about these kids is, some get recognition, some don't, but they all stick together, and they all play together, and they all talk about each other, and they thank each other. So, it's a really, really special bunch, like I said, and we're sure going to miss them next year.
As you take a look at the Wahpeton Huskies and then you get ready for the region basketball tournament up in Devil's Lake on Monday, does Wahpeton remind you of any team that you'll see in that region tournament? Can they help you, or is this a whole completely animal that you're getting ready for here tonight than what you'll maybe see next week in Devil's Lake here, Jason?
That's a good question. With Woods girl inside there, and she's not afraid to pop out. She's a tough kid to guard because she's definitely got a few inches on anybody we have and some strength to go with it. So, as far as an exact, team that they match up, I don't know if there's anyone particular, but, there's components, from different teams that we may face. And, she's a tough one there, and they got some shooters from the outside, and, they got some youth at the guard position that we know, but, it's a good team here, and I think they've had a little bit of an up and down season throughout, but you watch them in some of these games that they played well, and they look really good. So they got some talent. So I think maybe the best thing about it is we know that we have to be prepared for them, going into not just tournament time, but now tonight, to have this big game to kind of focus on and prepare us for that next game next week.
Final thing for you, head coach for the Thompson Tommies, Jason Bren. What's this time of the season like for you as a coach, winding down the regular season, kind of crossing the T's, dotting the I's for getting ready for postseason play, knowing that you get to Monday, it's winner go home in a quarterfinal, and then you get to the semis, and at least you get another game after that, Jason. So what's this time for you like as a head coach?
It's exciting. It's fun. I used to get a lot more anxiety than I do nowadays. The pressure's definitely there still, but these kids know how to handle it, and it's a lot of fun. All of a sudden now after tonight, our JVs and C squads, they're done practicing with us, so we have a smaller group, so we get a lot more reps, and gives us a chance to polish things up a little bit more. Now all of a sudden all of us coaches are focusing on the same kids. It's a little bit harder for them to get away with some things that they might be able to sneak away with, but that they understand that they got to elevate their game too, and that starts in practice. And you can't practice soft and expect to play hard. So we'll be pushing them, and we're excited. But tournament time, it's a special time. Ever since I was a kid, I've always just kind of loved that feeling that you get, that little extra electricity, I guess.
Jason, as always, good to see you. Best of luck here tonight.
All right, thanks, Chase.
And again, Jason Bren, head coach of the Thompson Tommies. We'll continue with more after this on our pregame show.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Coaches Conversations here today on YourLiveEvent.com, talking with both Brian Watson of the Lady Huskies and alongside Jason Brent here for the Thompson Tommies on senior night. These two teams played last season in Wahpeton back on December the 14th of 2024, in which the Tommies beat the Huskies down in Wahpeton 71-59. The Thompson Tommies, just take a look at what this senior class has been a part of. Overall record of 87 wins, 13 losses. They've won and made it to 3 consecutive state tournament semifinals. They've been in 2 of the last 3 state championship games between the old Class B and now the new Division A going into the 3rd season here. So they've definitely left an imprint on this basketball program and trying to see if they can possibly make their way back to a state tournament and bring home the first state title here this season. That does it for a pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. We'll take a break. When we come back, starting lineups and the opening tip. It's the 11-8 Wahpeton Lady Huskies and the 17-3 Thompson Tommies tonight here from Thompson on your live event.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
High school basketball here tonight on your liveevent.com. Chase Miller with you here in Thompson as we get you ready for the starting lineups for the Lady Huskies here of Wahpeton under the guidance of head coach. That again is Brian Watson. They'll go like this. Piper Nelson, a 5'6", 8th grader, averaging 14 points per game. You have Cambry Mauk, the 5'8" junior, averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds, with Claire Langenwalter, the 5'6" senior guard, 4 points and a couple of boards per game, with Skyly Poolskamp, the 5'7" junior. And then from there, Claire Woods, the 5'11" sophomore forward, with a team-leading 17 points and 6 rebounds. Nelson, Mauk, Langenwalter, Poolskamp, and Woods. Brian Watson, the head coach of the Huskies, with a mark of 11 wins and 8 losses on the season here for Wahpeton. As we turn our attention now to the Thompson Tommies on senior night, head coach is Jason Bren with a mark of 17-3. They'll go like this. Andy Schwab, a 5'6" junior, averaging 8 points and 6 rebounds per game. From there, Addie Sage in the starting lineup, the 5'6" senior, 22 points here to lead the floor for the Tommies. From there, you have Kaya Hurst, the 5'6" senior, averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds. Jenna Schwabe, the 5'6" junior, averaging 5 points, and Claire Colling, the 5'8" senior, averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds. Schwab, Sage, Hurst, Schwabe, and Colling. Jason Bren, the head coach for Thompson, again with a mark of 17-3. Up next for the Thompson Tommies will be the Region 2 tournament, in which they'll be the number 2 seed going up against the Mayport CG Patriots from Devil's Lake coming up here on Monday. We'll have it for you on yourliveevent.com. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies, they're scheduled to play a game Thursday up at Turtle Mountain, depending what the weather has in store over the next day or two. And then from there, they'll play Northern Cass in the Region 1 girls basketball quarterfinals. That'll be at 7:30 on Monday night at NDSU. We'll also have that for you right here on yourliveevent.com. Opening tip at 7:31, and senior night officially underway here in Thompson. As Colling will come out with it. Wahpeton little man pressure defense as Hurst tips her way to the near side as this one works it now to Addie Sage, left wing to Hurst, back to the left baseline here on this weave as Schwabe will give it back up top. There's a hard drive off the window, shot is up and in. Opening 2 points on the Nodak Insurance Chris Moen Agency scoreboard goes to Claire Colling here of the Thompson Tommies as they lead it by 2. Full court pressure defense here for Thompson, clad in their white uniforms, while Wahpeton clad in their purple, and you got the white numerals outlined in gold. With it now is Woods. Claire with a head of steam to the paint, throws it up. That one will go off the backboard. Rebound to Andy Schwab. Schwab wants to push in transition, finds this one, extra pass, and this one will be a traveling violation here on Jenna Schwabi. Turnover on Thompson. 20th game of the season for the Wahpeton Huskies, 21st here for the Thompson Tommies on the year. As Thompson will handle this one up the floor to Piper Nelson. Just an 8th grader. Nelson attacking her way to the paint. Got a little too underneath the rim. Rebound comes down to Schwab, her second. Andy pushing in transition to Schwabi. Extra fine left wing open is Sage. Three-pointer no. Rebound gets tipped, and this one will be eventually loose as Colleen gets the loose ball. As Thompson will have a fresh 35 to work with now in the front court. Schwab will see this one, able to spin it out to Sage. Back to the right of the key. There's a three by Hurst short off the front iron, and a rebound here on the way to Langenwalter, her first. Huskies looking to see if they can possibly tie or take the lead on this possession as Langenwalter will handle it right of the key. Back now to Poolskamp as we're trying to post up on the inside. Mauk on the drive, lost it. It's on the deck, and eventually the Lady Huskies will come away with it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Nelson, deep three-pointer from the parking lot. That'll go long. Rebound on the inside for Woods, and the sophomore gets her first board of the game. Woods drives on the interior. This one will be up off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Colleen, and going one-on-one with her and Andy Schwab as they see it on the interior. Nice up and under move by Sage. Can't get it. Hurst with a putback, and she will get fouled. Kaya Hurst, the free throw line to shoot two. Foul assessed here on the Wahpeton. That'll be their first, the team's first, as Poolskamp will pick up the foul as Gracie Falk not in the lineup here tonight for Coach Brian Watson, out with an injury, so they're one player short of who they would have in the starting lineup as the free throw attempt is short for Kaya Hurst. As we'll see Thompson make their first substitution of the night. Coming in is Nora Goulet, a 5'5 senior, averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds per contest here for the Tommies. Hurst free throw attempt number 2 is up and in as Thompson now has a 3-0 lead. It's Division A girls basketball here tonight in Thompson as you got Region 1 matching up with Region 2. Woods, right-handed side, is going to drive hard to the paint. Woods off the window, can't get it to go. Woods putback gets fouled, and she will get 2 free throw attempts. As Claire to the free throw line for the first time this evening for Wahpeton. As Colleen picks up the foul, her first and the team's first. As Woods to the stripe. Huskies averaging 60 points per game while defensively giving up 52 points per contest. For the Thompson Tommies, a club that's averaging 65 points per game, giving up 48 points per contest here for Thompson. Woods free throw attempt on the second got it to go. As Wahpeton's on the board here at the 5:50 mark of the Chris Moen Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Hurst, right-handed side, finds a cutting Sage. This one goes off a shoe, and it'll be last off of Addy here. Turnover number 2 for the Thompson Tommies. Full court pressure defense for Thompson as Woods will see this one in the back now to Langenwalter. Claire using up the dribble here as Hurst gets on the deck. It's a tie-up, and eventually the ball will go right back to Piper Nelson. Nelson goes the other side, and she will finish for 2. Piper Nelson ties this one up at 3 apiece. So 3 consecutive points now for Wahpeton. Sage trying to change that as she makes her way to the stripe. Sage, a 87% free throw shooter on the season, as Nelson picks up the foul, her first, team second. And for Thompson, their 3rd and 4th free throw opportunities here in the opening quarter. Sage, right-handed toss, able to hit this one. 3 different players in the scoring column. Is checking in is Abby Olson, a 5'9 senior. Couple points, couple rebounds per game here for Olson as Thompson regains the advantage here up by 1. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Sage is also pure. So Sage goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Tommies lead it by 2. Huskies up the floor with Langenwalter. Langenwalter right-handed side, good hand defensively on the way by the Tommies as Colleen able to see this one to Sage. Sage top of the key, steps into a 3. This one will go long. Rebound to Colleen though underneath as Colleen's got her 3rd rebound. Hurst will stop, pop from 10, no. Rebound on the interior will come to Poolskamp. Poolskamp for the Huskies slows it up as they give this one now to Langenwalter. Back to the top as they work it to Nelson. Deep three-pointer on the way. This one will be a long rebound, eventually won by Sage. Sage in transition leads a 3-on-3. Sage at the left wing with the pass to the baseline. Calling zips one inside. Olsen with the left hand, no. Rebound tipped out to Kaya Hurst. Second chance points. Rim rattle and roll on in. Kaya Hurst with the three-pointer. She's got 4, and the Tommies lead it by 5. Woods in the front court, trying to get by Olsen. Help comes a little bit late. Sage able to deflect the basketball. Back up top to Nelson as they work it now to Poolskamp. Poolskamp lost it on the deck. Eventually, Sage will see it with Poolskamp here in the backcourt, and the Lady Huskies now with Mauk. Mauk goes the other side off of Olsen, and this one will get on in for an and one. Olsen with the foul, her first, team second, and the and one opportunity here for Cambry Mauk and the Wahpeton Huskies. Lady Huskies will make a substitution. Taylor Mauk, the 5'5", a sophomore, will check in. Also from there, we're going to see one extra substitution here for the Huskies as they will bring in Max. Ashlyn Max, free throw attempts. Able to see that one go down for Cambry Mauk. She's got 3. Huskies back within 2 midway through this first quarter of play. Kaya Hurst right to the key, taking a couple of dribbles, slips this one down to Goulet, as Goulet will rifle a pass on the interior to Sage for the reversal. Can't get it to go, and a rebound here for Cambry Mauk. Mauk with the basketball here for Wahpeton as she gives it back up top to Piper Nelson. Right wing on the interior goes to Claire Woods. Here comes a double team. It's on the deck, and the Huskies will see this one back to left-handed side. Nelson, floater off the iron, can't get it. Nora Goulet with the rebound as Goulet will push this one up the floor. Nora right wing to Kaya Hurst. Cut motion offense for the Tommies. Hurst to the paint. There's a foul on the floor. Foul assessed here on Taylor Mauk. Her first, the team's third for Wahpeton. As the Lady Huskies here with Ella Langenwalter, Claire's sister, the younger sister, will check into the lineup here for Cambry Mauk. It's Kaya Hurst to inbound the basketball. As she does, left wing, Sage, couple of dribbles, jumper from 15 off the iron, no rebound. Going to be one on the interior as spinning is Hurst coming up short as Claire Woods gets the board. Woods, we'll see this one. This would be, they're going to call it an offensive foul here on Claire. So Claire Woods will pick up her first and the team's fourth with 3:08 left here in the first quarter. As Thompson Tommy's looking to see if they can get back up by 2 possessions with Nora Goulet handling the point. Goulet, couple of dribbles here to left wing. Sage comes through this elevator pick as she does. Top of the key, good job getting through it was Piper Nelson. Here comes a screen by Hurst, pick and roll on the inside. Hurst from the right block can give the assist on the way to Sage. Kaya Hurst set the pick, rolled immediately to the rim. She's got 6 to lead the floor here for the Tommies. Max front court now for the Wahpeton Lady Huskies. Max with a couple of dribbles guarded here by Nyla Goulet. Right-handed side as this one goes to Taylor Mauk. Back to the top, Nelson with the 3, nothing but twine. Piper Nelson with her 46th three-pointer of the season for Wahpeton. And Wahpeton back within 1. Nora Goulet, front court, takes the screen. Right-hand side to Olsen. Olsen looks for a teammate on the cut. Nothing there as Olsen uses up that dribble. Finds it now to Goulet. Up top here to Hurst. As Hurst calls out the offense to the left wing. This one goes to Nora. Nora's pass gets deflected and eventually going to be saved here by Nyla. Back up top to Nora, gives it to Olsen. Olsen with it, goes right down the paint, left-handed scoop, no rebound here to Claire Woods, and Olsen battling for it, and eventually we'll see it to Langenwalter. Langenwalter with it, looking to spin, does left-handed side, three-pointer Nelson is up and in, and the Lady Huskies have a lead as Piper Nelson's got 8 of Wahpeton's 12 here on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance scoreboard. Nora Goulet spinning at the high post, does not as Sage. Sage with the basketball here, rifles a pass near side to Hurst. Hurst is going to drive hard to paint, and she will get fouled. Taylor Mauk will pick up the foul, her second, team's 5th, and Hurst will toe the stripe to shoot 2 here for the Tommies. Have 3 players coming in here for Thompson, 1 on the way for the Lady Huskies as Kaya Hurst to the free throw line. Trying to see if she can tie this one up here for Thompson, and hits the first. As the Lady Huskies will bring in Pools Campbell return, while for the Tommies able to bring back Andy Schwab alongside with Claire Calling. And you'll get Schwabi as well back on the floor here for Thompson. Free throw here by Hurst is up and good. And we get a timeout on the floor. Tied at 12, 1:24 left to play on the first quarter. Wahpeton with the ball will return.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Your agents with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Chris Moe with Nodak Insurance Company. Tied at 12 here on YourLiveEvent.com. After the timeout by Coach Jason Bren. Little half-court trap here by Thompson. Ball goes to the top as they give it to Woods. As we see this shot is going to be up and in for 2 here on the way for Claire. As Claire has 3. Quickly up the other side of the floor. This one works with Jenna Schwabi. It'll be out of bounds and a turnover here for the Thompson Tommies. As the Lady Huskies here with Max will bring it up the floor, able to do so. A little half-court trap to the right wing. Huskies will see it to the baseline. They'll see a three-pointer by Nelson. It was halfway down. No, rebound is loose, and eventually Calling will come away with it. That's her 4th board. Quickly up the floor goes to Schwabi. Schwabi to Schwab. Schwab will handle it left wing, crossing over. Schwab will go right to the paint, off the window for 2. Andy Schwab gets in the scoring column here for the Tommies as we're tied at 14 apiece. 3rd tie of the opening quarter. Huskies turn, spin, shoot. Nelson, no. Rebound's going to be tipped by Hurst. Give him the hockey assist on the way to Schwabi, as now it goes to Sage. Transition 3. That'll go long. Rebound here by Sage, and she throws it off Nelson, as it will stay Wahpeton to play a little defense here. 22.6 seconds to play in this first quarter, as we'll handle it with Kyer Hurst on the right baseline. Claire Woods will take a quick little breather here to end the quarter. Calling back to Hurst. Hurst, little hesitation, moves zip pass. Here goes a Calling three-pointer. Got it to go. Claire Calling, the senior, now with 5, and the Tommies lead it by 3. Under 8 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Max will see this one now to Nelson. Nelson with 4 seconds to the baseline. Jumper is going to go short. Rebound is on the deck, and that's how we'll end our first quarter play. It's Thompson Tommies leading it by 3 as we head to quarter number 2.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
High school basketball tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Tommies led by the 8 points of Kaya Hurst. Well, for the Huskies, led by the 8 points by the 8th grader Piper Nelson, who handles the ball, guarded by Andy Schwab as she brings into the front court now as the Huskies down by 3, tied at 3, 12, and 14 in the first quarter. They work it inside to Claire Woods from the right block, and Claire Woods now with 5 points here for Wahpeton. Andy Schwab front court left, and side will see it here. Couple of dribbles by Sage, step through inside the paint, throws this one up and in. As Sage has 4 points, and the Tommies are back up by 3. Nelson crossing over left to right. We'll see this one now to Max. Max will zip this one as they reverse it to Cambry Mauk. Back now to Woods. Little 5-out offense here for the Huskies. Payne opens up. Woods with a hard drive off the window. No. Rebound put back. Claire, yes. Claire Woods, 7 points, 4 rebounds for the sophomore who averages 17 points per night. Right wing, this one will go to Andy Schwab. Schwab will utilize it here. Back cut. Hurst, jumper from 12. That's short. Rebound on the way for Langenwalter. That'll be her third. Langenwalter up the other side of the floor. Looks for a teammate. Good hand defensively by Schwabe, who gets the steal up the floor. And this one will be knocked out of bounds by Piper Nelson. As the Lady Huskies will make the substitution with Poolskamp here. The 5'7" junior will check into the lineup. As Kaya Hurst will see this one now to Andy Schwab. Schwab on that Thompson Tommy logo, right-handed side to Hurst. Hurst with the backside defense not there, takes full advantage for two. Kaya Hurst, the first player into double digits tonight. She's got 10 of Thompson's 21. Nelson takes a couple of dribbles near side to Claire. Woods at the right wing, this to Ty. That'll go long, rebound to Hurst. And Kaya Hurst wants to quickly get this one up the floor to Colleen. Couple dribbles up and in, and a timeout here for Brian Watson. Claire Colleen's got 7, time on the floor. Tommies lead it by 5.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
On your Nodak Insurance Chris Moan Agency scoreboard, 23-16 Thompson with the advantage right now, outscoring the Wahpeton Lady Huskies in this second half so far. Able to see this with 6 points for Thompson, while Wahpeton's got 4. Ball makes its way around the world. Left-handed side, Kaya Hurst with the block shot. Gets the ball quickly up the floor, zips it to Sage. Sage goes the other side, right-handed layup up and in for 2. Defense to offense. Sage now with 6 of the block there by Kaya Hurst. Right wing now to Claire Woods. Largest deficit of the game for the Lady Huskies. Cambry Mauk gives this one back to Claire. Woods trying to back down her defender. Step through, and this will be an offensive or blocking. They're going to call it a blocking foul here on Thompson, as the Tommies will pick up the foul here. This will be their first of the quarter. This will be on Andy Schwab, her first. Claire Woods, the free throw line to shoot 2. The Thompson faithful was looking for a player control foul, but Woods will head to the free throw line, shooting 2 and hits the first. Claire's got 8 of the night. Piper Nelson quickly subs back in here for Wahpeton. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Claire. Trying to see if she can get to 9, able to do so. Woods a 71% free throw shooter, right at that average so far. 3 of 4 from the free throw line as the Lady Huskies are back within 2. Andy Schwab able to see this top of the key. Schwab crossing over, uses the dribble, high post now to Colleen. Colleen with it back to the right-handed side. Schwabe will see it back to Schwab. Andy Schwab driving, kicking now to Hurst. Kaya reverses back to Schwab here. Schwab with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Wraparound pass inside Hurst, and there's a foul. Patient offense results in free throw opportunities here for Kaya Hurst as Thompson heads back to the stripe. They're 5 of 6 from the line so far in the first half. Foul against Cambry Mauk, her first, team's first of quarter number 2. Free throw attempt for Hurst is good. Substitution as coming in will be back in Nora Goulet here for the Tommies. Just checking out will be Schwabe. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for Kaya is good. Hurst with 12 points on the night to lead the floor here for the Tommies. Thompson back up, matching their largest lead at 7. Midway through this second quarter of play here in Thompson. Wahpeton left and inside. We'll see this with Langenwalter. Langenwalter, a couple of dribbles, loses out of bounds after Kaya Hurst was able to get there, put a hand on it defensively. As hearing from Coach Jason Bren talking about all 6 seniors in the pregame show, had high compliments for all 6 of them and what they provided the team this year. As Claire Woods step through shot, no rebound, comes down to Colleen. 5th rebound, nice find up the floor to Sage for transition. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down underneath to Cambry Mauk. And for Wahpeton, you catch a break here. Can you cash in offensively, trying to make this a two-possession game? Nelson from 15 feet off the backboard, rattling out no. Rebound, and can't put it back in was Cambry Malk as they see this one now to Sage. Sage to the right wing to Colleen. Back to Goulet as they're able to reverse it. Nelson able to jump on that pass. Looks to go coast to coast. Layup off the window. Good for two. Piper Nelson, the first Wahpeton player that's into double digits. She's got 10. Other side, this one will be a good hand defensively as Cambry Mount gets the steal after the wraparound pass by Schwab. Near sideline goes to Woods. Woods ripping it through, and look at the rip. There goes Calling up the other side of the floor. Finds it to Sage behind the back. Step through. Oh, what a move. Just unable to finish as Mount picks up her fourth rebound. Tommies lead it by 5. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Nelson, left wing, back to Woods. Woods sees it, little ball fake here at the left wing with a couple of dribbles. Jumper from 3, that'll be long. Rebound will be loose, and Kaya comes away with it. Double team able to wrap around pass up the floor to Andy Schwab. And Schwab will slow it up here on the way. As they see this on the interior, couple of dribbles. Left wing, here's a Sage. Rainbow 3, in and out, no good. Rebound to Piper Nelson. Nelson with a head of steam up the other side of the floor. Step through off the window, and that'll rattle out. Claire Calling gets her 6th rebound. Calling quickly, now right wing to Goulet, and this one gets batted out of bounds by Claire Langenwalter as the Tommies will make a substitution. As Jocelyn Oster, the 5'8" sophomore, will check in. I'm going to come back into the game for the first time tonight, averaging a couple points and 3 rebounds per contest, and Goulet will have a over and back on the inbounds here for Thompson. Taylor Mauk able to return in. You got Nelson with Woods on the floor here for Wahpeton with Max and alongside with Ella Langenwalter. Just over 3 minutes to play here in an entertaining opening half as Nelson left of the key. 3-pointer is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Nelson with her third 3. She's got 13 in the half, and the Huskies are back within 2. Nora Goulet, right-handed side, able to spin here on Nelson. Goulet pass on the interior, reverse shot, no. Rebound put back by Oster, high off the window, got it to go. So Jossie able to get 2 points. Woods, right-handed side, will see this to Nelson. Nelson leaves it back up top on the way here for the Lady Huskies as they set up the offense. Ball gets swung left-handed side to Max. Max, here comes a ball screen looking for the pick and roll on the inside. They got the shot, can't get the finish. Board here to Thompson. Sage at the left wing, a little hesitation move as Sage going to attack the paint and she gets fouled. And Sage very smart, saw Claire Woods there, and then once Claire just cleared out, went right to attack the rim. Foul assessed on Piper Nelson. That'll be her second, team's second, as Sage heads to the free throw line to shoot 2 here on the way for the Tommies. Free throws up and good as Sage now with 7 points. Substitution as Jenna Schwabe to return for Goulet. While for the Lady Huskies, you'll see Poolskamp back into the game here for Wahpeton. Trying to make it a 6-point contest on the way here for Sage. And she's able to do so. Sage now with 8 as Tommies lead at 31-25 on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton, couple of dribbles, making their way. Good rip on the steal by Schwabe. Schwabe goes the other side off the window for 2. Jenna Schwabe gets in the scoring column, and the Tommies with their largest lead now at 8. We're going to separate a little bit before the end of the half. Left wing, Poolskamp looking for the pick and roll. Good hand by Oster. Huskies will see it back to Woods. Woods with the dribble to Nelson. They go underneath the screen, and Nelson will shoot the 3. Rebound here to Sage. That's going to be her third. Sage calls out the offense here. She takes a look at the head coach and Jason Brend. The 1:45 to play here in the half. Little zone offense now for the Lady Huskies as Sage will see it to Kaya Hurst. Left baseline 3-pointer short. Rebound going to be tipped out in the hands of Schwabe. Back to Sage. Second chance points. In and out, no good. Rebound one more time, and this one will be a foul. Foul assessed on Thompson. Their second after Jenna Schwabe was going to get the loose ball as Jocelyn Oster will pick up the foul, her first, team's second. As Wahpeton with 90 seconds play, seeing if they can keep this one within single digits and possibly get it back to a 2-possession or maybe a 1-possession game before the end of the half. As Piper, right wing, will give it back to Claire. Woods with a couple of dribbles here on Olsen. Lost the basketball. Schwabe gets the steal. Schwabe goes to the other side and finds it to Kaya Hurst. As Kaya Hurst with the rock here now for the Tommies. As the Huskies will go right wing. Little zone defense. Sage skips it near side. Oster back to Hurst. Hurst will drive inside the paint. Woods does a great job going straight up, and it's a rebound here for the Lady Huskies for Langenwalter. Here goes Ella. Ella finds a trailing Woods. Woods with a ball fake. Takes a couple of dribbles here as she's looking for a teammate to cut to Langenwalter. Langenwalter then with a little 1-2, and that'll be a turnover here for the Huskies. Substitution will be Postgame into the game here for Wahpeton. Thompson up by 8 late in the first half of play in Division A Girls Hoops tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. As the Lady Huskies with Cambry Malk to check in, as Claire Woods will take a breather on the bench, as the Tommies with Kaya Hurst now into the front court. Hurst will zip this one near side to Sage. Sage will utilize it back up top as they give it to Schwabe. Schwabe back to Sage at the left wing. As they work it to the baseline, Kaya Hurst, right pocket three, off the backboard, no. Rebound is loose, and eventually Wahpeton will come away with it. Cambry Malk with her 5th board of the game. Right-handed side goes Nelson. Nelson finds it to a trailing Malk, top of the key, tees it up, that'll go short, and the ball will make its way towards Thompson with 10.6 to play here in the first half. So Thompson and Sage will just let this one roll a little bit before the clock starts to wind. Sage in the front court. Take a screen by Hurst. Sage crossing over left to right. Bounce back. Goes to Olsen. Jumper from the baseline. No. Rebound. Hurst. Put back to beat the horn is long. And that's how we'll end our first half of play. On the Nodec Insurance Chris Moan Agency scoreboard on senior night here in Thompson, it's Tommy's 33. The Lady Huskies 25 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
you need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
As we come back on the half here on YourLiveEvent.com for your halftime entertainment, a little elementary school basketball here for your halftime entertainment. Thompson Tommies lead it over the Wahpeton Lady Huskies. They were up 17-14 after one quarter play. Outscore Wahpeton 16-11 in the second quarter as they lead it here by 8. For the Thompson Tommies, they're 9 of 10 from the free throw line. 6 players in the scoring column. They've hit 2 threes back in the first quarter. You saw 1 for Kaya Hurst and 1 as well for Claire Colling. 22 rebounds here for Thompson and 7 first-half turnovers. For Wahpeton, also 7 first-half turnovers, 15 rebounds. They've hit 3 threes, all of them by Piper Nelson. 4 of 5 from the free throw line with 3 players in the scoring column here for the Lady Huskies. Tommy's individually led by Kaya Hurst with 12 points and 7 rebounds. Kaya's 5 of 6 from the stripe. Addie Sage with 8 points, 3 boards, 4 from the free throw line. 7.6 rebounds for Claire Calling, who's got a made 3. 2 points for Andy Schwab, 2 points for Jenna Schwabe, and 2 points for Jocelyn Oster as well here for Thompson. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies, they're led by the 13 points of Piper Nelson. She had 8 in the first quarter. 9 points for Claire Woods with 4 rebounds here. She's 3 of 4 from the stripe, and 3 points for Cambria Malk with 5 rebounds for the Wahpeton Huskies. That's a look at your first half numbers here at the half. Thompson up by 8. We'll continue with more. Let you know what the bracket breakdown looks like here for Region 1A and Region 2A girls basketball when we return here in Thompson.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Every Sunday I'm ready to come to work Monday morning. Like, we laugh and we joke, but we get work done. But I've never had a bad day here.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Dagelman.
I thoroughly like walking through the door and seeing everybody. It's just a great place to work.
We wouldn't be where we are at today without all of our great employees.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we continue with more on our halftime show here today from Thompson, here's a look at your bracket breakdown. The Region 1A girls basketball tournament will begin on Monday at the Shack at NDSU. Valley City is the #1 overall seed and earned a bye into the semifinals. The Wahpeton Huskies will play at 7:30 against Northern Cass on Monday night. And on the bottom half of the bracket, the 2-seed Kindred against the 7-seed of Lisbon at 6. Top end of the bracket, 4-seed Central Cass, the 5-seed Oak Grove at 4:30 on Monday. The winner to play Valley City on Tuesday. We'll have the Region 1A girls basketball tournament for you on YourLiveEvent.com. Also from there, we'll get to the Region 2A girls basketball tournament as they have bingo here going into our halftime show in Thompson as well. As some of the other finals are making their way through this evening. Devils Lake goes to Grafton and defeats the Spoilers. So Devils Lake will end up being the 3-seed in the tournament. Four Winds Minnewacan will be the 4-seed. So here's how the Region 2A girls basketball tournament will look on Monday. The #1 seed Carrington will go up against the 8-seed of Harvey-Wells County. The 4-5 matchup of Four Winds Minnewacan and Hillsborough Central Valley. In the 2-7 matchup, Thompson will go up against Mayport CG at Devils Lake on Monday in the quarters. And then Devils Lake against Grafton in the 3-6 matchup. That's the Region 2A girls basketball tournament, and we'll have it on YourLiveEvent.com as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll recap the first half action when we return here in Thompson.
Embrace Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour. Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
High school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. 33-25, the Thompson Tommies with the advantage over the Wahpeton Lady Huskies here tonight at the half. Again, it's 33-25. So the Tommies will play roughly at around 6 o'clock on Monday against Mayport CG in the Region 2A girls basketball tournament. Wahpeton again will play roughly at around 7:30 on Monday night against Northern Cass in the Region 1A girls basketball tournament. That's from the Shack. Region 2A from Devil's Lake. We'll have both of those on YourLiveEvent.com, and we'll cover the Region 1B tournament in Jamestown for audio-only coverage as well on YourLiveEvent.com on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. If you're a wrestling fan, like to call it our Wrestling NFL Red Zone coverage Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to cover all 9 mats for our audio-only coverage coming up here on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for state wrestling from the Farnham. So join us throughout the week as well at the Dome. And simply go to our website, YourLiveEvent.com, or subscribe on our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event for upcoming games in both North Dakota, Minnesota throughout the rest of the winter season. And as we get you ready, it won't be too long before we're talking spring sports here in the Red River Valley. Chase Miller with you on a Tuesday night as the Wahpeton Lady Huskies in their purple uniforms, the Thompson Tommies in their home whites will open up this second half with the basketball. Thompson with Kaya Hurst, with also Andy Schwab on the floor. You got Sage with Schwabi and calling the original starting 5, as Wahpeton in the first quarter went exclusively man-to-man. Late in the second quarter went a little zone, and they'll start zone here in the second half, and they force a turnover as they got Cambry Malk with Woods, with Nelson also from there, Claire Langenwalter, and also Poolskamp, the Huskies' original starting 5 as well. Poolskamp right wing will take a little rub screen, look for the pick and pop as this one works up top. Claire Woods at the left of the key will reverse it now to Nelson. Nelson left and its side will see this one tipped on the interior, and it's a turnover as both teams start off the second half with a turnover. Schwabi right wing to Calling. Calling up top as they see this one, couple of hard dribbles, step through, and there's a traveling violation here on Andy Schwab. A bad move by Andy as the junior guard averages 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per contest here for Thompson. As for Wahpeton, whether it's going to be Piper Nelson, Nelson to the right wing, gets this one off now to Poolskamp. Poolskamp around the end line as Woods will see it back to Nelson. Left wing 3 is up and in. Piper Nelson now with 16. It's her 4th made 3, and the Lady Huskies are howling back within 5 as they will handle it now to Andy Schwab. Right wing to Hurst. Hurst to the baseline to Schwabi, up and over on the pass that gets deflected right to Kaya, and it works out perfectly if you're a Tommy fan. If you're a Wahpeton fan, you are so close to getting a steal and trying to make it a one-possession game. Nelson to the left wing to a Poolskamp inside to Woods, who gets fouled. Claire Woods will head to the stripe where she's 3 of 4 so far here on the evening. Foul assessed on the interior goes to Jenna Schwabi. Her first, the team's first here for Thompson, and 2 free throws for the Wahpeton Lady Huskies. 4 or 5 from the free throw line tonight. Now make them 5 of 6 at the line as a team. Wahpeton back within a 2-possession game here. Free throw is going to be up and good. So Claire Woods becomes the second Wahpeton player in the scoring column with double digits. She's got 11. Piper Nelson's got 16. The other 3 by Cambria Mount. That totals up 30 here for Wahpeton. Right wing, going to make its way to Schwab. Schwab makes her way to the left block with the left hand runner. No rebound here to Cambria Mount, her 6th board. And now for Wahpeton, a chance to make it a 1-possession game with a made field goal. Mount left and inside, reach and foul here on the way for Jenna Schwabe. That'll be her second in as many moments, and the team's second, as Wahpeton will inbound the rock. As they will with Claire Langenwalter. As they work it to Woods, this one is loose, and Woods will see it here at the left wing, uses up the dribble. Back to Langenwalter here to Nelson. Nelson able to slip this one near side as they handle it with Poolskamp. Back to Mauk, open, lines up a 3. That'll go short. Rebound, going to be one on the interior. Poolskamp for the reversal, can't get it to go. Schwab with her 3rd rebound after the attempt by Poolskamp. Quickly up the floor, little Euro step by Hurst inside the paint for 2. Kaya's got 16 on senior night as the Tommies up by 7. Nelson, right of the elbow, uses up the dribble, slips it now to Woods. Woods with a hard drive to the paint, and there's going to be a foul, and it's an offensive charge. Claire Woods with the foul. That'll be her second, team's first on the offensive charge here for Claire. As for the Huskies, they were talking about that the defender for Thompson was in the arc as Claire was trying to go up with it. That's what they wanted in terms of a blocking foul, but instead we'll see this now for the Tommies as Thompson with Andy Schwab right-handed side to Kaya Hurst. Back to Sage. Sage with a deep 3-pointer up. That'll go long. Rebounds loose, and we'll get a tie-up in the arrow to favor Wahpeton as Schwab and Langenwalter were tied up on the interior. As we see a timeout for head coach Jason Brend. We'll take a break with them on the Nodec Insurance Company scoreboard here. 5:14 to play in the 3rd. Tommy's up by 7.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns. Weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
High school girls basketball here today on a Tuesday night on YourLiveEvent.com. Fun time of the season, February Frenzy. Postseason hockey already well underway in Minnesota. Section boys with state girls coming up. From there, you get into North Dakota here with state wrestling. Districts in Division B already in a tizzy here in girls hoops, and we make our way to regionals coming up on Monday. Huskies will see this one now back up top into the game. Here is Claire Langenwalter, now to Woods. Woods will give it back to Nelson, able to slip this one up top to Mauk. Right-handed side is Woods posting up on the interior. Power dribble, help comes late, and Woods finishes block to block. Claire Woods has 13. She scored in every quarter, and the Lady Huskies are back within 5. Thompson will utilize it now to Andy Schwab. Schwab top the key to Sage. Baseline to Goulet. She'll line up the 3. That'll go long. Rebound 1 here to Nelson, and then Schwab will take it away, and Schwab goes right-handed for 2. She's got 4. Well, Piper Nelson had it for a moment, then immediately Schwab took it away from her as the Tommies lead it by 7. Full court pressure defense. Schwab looking for another steal. She will commit the foul as Brian Watson was about a half second away from calling a timeout. As Andy Schwab with her second, team's 3rd of the quarter. So Tommy's little full court pressure defense as the Lady Huskies baseball pass up the floor to Woods. Woods will see this. Calling is there. Woods one more time, high off the window, and we'll get this one to be on top of the wire, so it'll go out of bounds on the Huskies. As Claire Woods, the younger sister of Scout Woods, who is a awfully good player in her own right here for the Huskies during her tenure. Ball will go left and inside, couple of dribbles. Floater from Sage is up and in. Sage in double digits. She's got 10. 16 led for Kaya Hurst on the 1-2. They got combined 26. Mauk will see this. Cambry leaving her way. Left-handed side goes to Max. Max with a runner. Able to answer in and out. No. Rebound. Put back Woods. Yes. Woods now with 15 points and 5 rebounds here as the Wahpeton squad is back within 7. Nora Goulet, right wing, right-handed side now to Hurst. Hurst looking for a teammate, going to drive instead. Wrap around pass to Goulet, extra fine left wing as they handle it now to Schwab. Good bounce pass to Calling at the high post. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound to Nelson. That'll be her third. Piper up the floor to Max. Max with a dribble off the window, no. Rebound is loose and eventually going to be won by which number 10, and that's Kaya Hurst. Hurst gets her 8th board of the game, now to Schwab. Schwab weaves her way in a foul on the floor. The Lady Huskies will pick up the foul with Piper Nelson, her third, team second, as Olsen will return alongside with Oster here for the Thompson Tommies. All for the Lady Huskies, making a couple of substitutions, as well as Taylor Mauk able to return into the game, and Ella Langenwalter. Nelson will sub out, and Poolskamp will check in here for the Lady Huskies as well. And try to close out this quarter on a run could be a big difference on how this game wraps up as Olsen gets the rebound or the miss by Hurst. Sage crossing over, step through, and there's a foul. Foul for Ella Langenwalter, her first, the team's third. As Tommy's with a fresh 35 to inbound the basketball, as Kaya Hurst will handle it now here for Thompson. Hurst to the baseline as Sage slips. Looks to be okay, just kind of off balance there, as Sage and the Tommies will have their 10th turnover of the contest. Game that's just over 45 minutes old here tonight from Thompson. Wahpeton here with Poolskamp. Right-handed side will see it now to Mauk. Mauk gives it back up top as they line up a 3 for Max. Off the iron, no good. Rebound gets tipped, and eventually going out of bounds with it here will be Oster. Oster got the rebound, but just kind of had that second pivot to go out of bounds, and Wahpeton will handle the ball right back. Kaya Hurst to check out coming in will be Calling quickly. As Mauk on the inbound sees it to Woods. Woods gets doubled, ripped it through as Thompson will go the other side with Addie Sage. Sage off the window, can't get it to go. It's going to be loose, and Olsen will come away with it. As Olsen with the pass left-handed side to Calling. Jumper, got it to go. Claire Calling now with 9. That's the margin as Thompson leads it by 9, 43 to 34. A little palindrome on your scoreboard. Right wing goes to Mauk. Mauk gives it back up top to Max one more time, who lines up the 3. This one off the iron. Rebound, going to be tossed of 4. Woods will see this power dribble. Off the window, good for 2. Claire Woods, 8 points in the quarter. She's got 17 on the night. Left-handed side sees this one to the left wing, up and in. Calling, able to get the scoring going. She's got 11. The third Tommy player in double digits. Thompson trying to see if they can separate, but Wahpeton just won't allow them. Max the right wing. Woods posts up on the inside. Gives it to her again. Hard dribble. Help comes late. Woods one more time. We'll see this. There's a foul. Claire Woods with 7 rebounds. She'll get 2 more free throws. She's 5 of 6 from the stripe so far this evening. As we'll see Oster pick up the foul. Her second, team's 4th. And 2 free throw attempts here for the sophomore forward in Claire Woods. Free throw is good. There's also a golfer on the Wahpeton squad, as we see Piper Nelson able to return into the game. Sage will check out. Kaya Hurst will check in here for the Tommies. As Claire trying to make this a 7-point contest. Second free throw is up and in. And an old coach should say, might as well make your free throws. They're free. And Woods 7 of 8 from the free throw line, able to pretty much go right on cue on that particular statement. Thompson left wing. We'll see this to Oster. The baseline now Calling. Zips it back up top as Oster skips it through the hands here of Andy Schwab. An unforced error. And the Tommies have 5 turnovers in the quarter, 12 in the contest. And Wahpeton, as they've been able to do, another bucket here trying to make it a 2-possession game late in the third. Max right inside Nelson. Back to Max here. Max able to slip this one left wing to Mauk. High post touch to Woods. Woods to Nelson. Back to Max. Nelson Bounce pass inside Woods. Triple team comes. Nelson relocates with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lady Huskies see this one as they work it to the baseline. Nelson, three-pointer, got it! Piper Nelson with the three. Good run-up play by Coach Brian Watson. And Nelson with her 5th three of the game. She's got 19. Calling the other side. Stop pop for the baseline short. Rebound comes down, and eventually we'll see out of bounds here for Olsen. It will be Husky basketball. 45.4 seconds to play here in the third quarter. As Thompson with a full court pressure defense. Woods, we'll see this in the backcourt as they give it to Max up the floor. Dribble here for Langenwalter. Langenwalter right hand side to Woods, right wing. Here's a three on the way for Taylor Mount long. Rebound here to Kaya Hurst as she's working on a double-double. Hurst left hand side to Schwab. Schwab looking for the reversal, and she gets fouled. As we'll see this underneath. We're going to get a blocking foul and then a technical foul as well. So you're going to get 2 free throws here for Thompson. Then you're going to get a couple more free throws as we get a foul on Claire. And then she'll also pick up the technical foul here on Claire Woods. So free throws here for Thompson. Andy Schwab will shoot the first 2 free throws, makes the first. Second free throw attempt is going to be off the iron. So now we'll line them up and have the free throws again, and we'll get 2 because it was in the act of shooting. So you get the free throws, so they're double checking on who's going to shoot the free throw attempts. As we'll make the substitutions as Sage will check in. Also coming in now for Wahpeton is Mauk. As we'll see the sub here with Sage, and Wahpeton is saying, how can you bring in a player off the substitution as Sage will hit the free throw. She's got 11. And Sage free throw attempt number 2 is going to be off the mark. So Thompson gets 2 out of 4 free throw attempts. What it does, though, the foul by Woods picked up her 3rd, and then the T picks up her 4th as Thompson with Hurst to inbound it here as they see this one, and she gets the ball right back. So Thompson, 2 points, trying to see if they can make it 4 or 5 here at quick order. As Colleen lost it, Huskies go the other side of the floor as they do right-handed side, and this one will be with Hurst. Hurst underneath, and then the foul here for Wahpeton the other side of the floor. And we'll see bonus free throws. So 2 free throws here for Kaya Hurst as the foul will come across here on Langenwalter, her 2nd. And Kaya Hurst with 16 points at the free throw line. Free throw opportunity is up and good. She's got 17, and the Tommies lead it by 7. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way is also good. So Kaya Hurst with 18 points. It's back to an 8-point game right now as Wahpeton will utilize it with Max. Max the near side to Cambry Mauk to the left wing here to Langenwalter. Mauk with 5 seconds takes a couple of dribbles and a hip check foul on Addie Sage. Her 1st and the team's 5th. And then we'll get a technical here on the bench for the Wahpeton Huskies. So you're going to get 2 free throws here for Wahpeton. Then we'll go the other side here for Thompson to shoot the tees. So 2 free throws here for Cambry Mauk first. So Mauk hits the free throw attempt. That'll go long. And we'll see the second free throw attempt here for Mauk to try to get to 4 points on the night for Cambry. As Mauk hits the free throw attempt, now we'll go the other side, and Sage will shoot 2 free throws for the technical foul assessed to the Wahpeton bench. Sage, free throw attempt, gonna miss. And free throw attempt number 2 here for Sage and Thompson. Sage makes the second. And Thompson will inbound it with 4.3 to play. Substitution on the floor as Poolskamp will check in. Wahpeton will bring Piper Nelson out. And he got 4.3 here for Thompson after all that to try to beat the horn here to end the third quarter. Sage taking the screen now with 3 seconds, goes behind the back, throwing it up. Good defense here for the Lady Huskies, and we'll see this one to the fourth quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's Thompson Tommies up by 9 as we make our way to the fourth.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamra, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
High school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com as we put a fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Thompson outscored Wahpeton 17-16 in the third. Kaya Hurst with 18 points to lead the floor for Thompson, while you got Claire Woods with 19 points to lead both teams in scoring, with 19 here for the Lady Huskies. And there's a turnover to open up the fourth quarter. Wahpeton down by 8. We'll see this one in the front court. As we said, throughout the majority of the second half, a field goal to try to make it a 2-possession game, but that's the hill to climb a little bit as there's nearly a steal. It's not going to be on the deck, and then we'll get a foul. This foul will make its way here against the Huskies as Postgame will pick up the foul. Her first, that'll be the team's first of the fourth quarter. As Thompson will handle the basketball here with Jenna Schwabe in the backcourt now to Andy Schwab. As Schwab will see it to the left-handed side, now to the left wing. Dribble here to the baseline. Andy Schwab will zip this pass right-handed side to Sage on this zone. Sage 2 dribbles, jumper left from the right elbow. Going to go out of bounds, and it will be Wahpeton basketball. 1-2 scores here for the Wahpeton Lady Huskies again. Able to see this with the 19 points for Piper Nelson and Claire Woods. Foul will be coming across. As a foul going to be assessed here on Wahpeton. As this would be on Poolskamp, her third, team's second. As Thompson will take the basketball here with Andy Schwab. Thompson looking for their 18th win of the season. Wahpeton looking for win number 12. Ball goes to the short post. This one will be on the near side. Couple of dribbles, and this will be a turnover here for the Tommies. 7:02 to play here in the fourth quarter. Thompson up by 8. Final game of the regular season for Thompson. Wahpeton with a game at Turtle Mountain upcoming here on Thursday night. Wahpeton up top to Piper Nelson, left and inside to Cambry Malk as they give it back to the left wing to Piper. Nelson crossing over, makes her way inside the paint, and this one's going to get ripped through on the hand here by Andy Schwab. As they go right-handed side for Schwab on the baseline. She lost it on the deck. It's still loose. Eventually on it. Good job by Nelson getting down, and the arrow will make its way towards Wahpeton. So Colleen got on the deck with Nelson. The arrow goes to the Huskies. Free-flowing game in the first half, and then with a handful of technical fouls here in the third quarter, and then with the free throws and just fouls in general, a bonus. Been a little bit more choppy of a second half for these two squads to try to get in a little rhythm. Speaking of rhythm, here's a three. Nelson got it to go. Piper Nelson with 22 points as she hits another three. That's her 6th. Other side missed here as Malk gets her 7th rebound. Huskies give it to Claire Woods. Woods with the left wing three. That's short. Rebound comes down to Kaya Hurst, and Hurst will slow it up, and there's your double-double. Hurst 18 points, 10 rebounds for one of 6 seniors on senior night. Right wing, now it goes to Colleen, and we'll get nearly a jump ball. Ball goes left, and it's side skip to Hurst. Hurst will see it too hard. Dribbles to the paint off the window, good for 2. Kaya Hurst has 20. Full court pressure defense by Thompson. Nelson bounce pass right inside to Langenwalter. Able to skip this one to Cambry Mauk. Mauk will see it as Thompson trying to put as much pressure on Woods on the inside in terms of a front and then possibly a backside help defense, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. 5:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. Thompson Tommy's 52, the Wahpeton Huskies 45 on your livevent.com.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
High school hoops today on yourliveevent.com. As the Thompson Tommy boys go to Ada Borp West and pick up the win, 65-55 here for boys hoops. Ball will go right-hand side. Sage to the right pocket three. This one's going to go long. Rebound here to Wahpeton as Nelson lost her handle. This one goes the other side, and Nelson sees this one tipped out of bounds. Nelson was able to get the rebound, then immediately full court pressure defense by Thompson, and the Tommies will get the ball back. Hurst gives this one to Colleen, and she gets the inbounds. Colleen now with 13, give Kaya Hurst the assist. As we see it now with Max, and there's a foul. Foul will be on the floor. As this one goes to Sage, Hurst's second, team's first of the fourth quarter. We're just over 5 minutes to play here, as it's been for a majority of the second half. Thompson can't put away Wahpeton, but then Wahpeton can't get it back within a one-possession game either to really start putting some pressure here on the Tommies. High post touch as this one goes to Mauk. Mauk with Cambry here, back to Nelson. Nelson, bounce pass right-handed side. We'll see it. Langenwalter. Woods posting up on the interior. Pop pass is going to get stolen away here by Schwab. Going the other side. Andy, right-handed layup for two. Points of turnovers. Andy Schwab's got 7. The Tommies lead it by 11. Woods at the left wing. She's going to drive. Woods lost it. Colleen was there, able to come away with a turnover. Thompson wants to run one more time. They give it to Schwabe. Nice pass by Sage. And Schwabe just like that now with 4. Ball never hit the deck. That's how you transition. With a Langenwalter up top now to Max. Able to reverse it. Nelson. Nelson, couple of dribbles to the left baseline as she sees it up top. Able to reverse it to Cambry Mauk. Woods up top. Jumper from 16 is going to go long. Rebound to Kaya Hurst. Hurst now with her 11th board of the contest. Left-handed side, Sage makes her way. This one's going to go long. Rebound, one here to Piper Nelson. That's her 5th. Wahpeton starting to get to that point in the game they can ill afford to have empty possessions, and this will be a foul. Andy Schwab will handle her 3rd. That'll be the team's 2nd here of the quarter. Substitutions coming in for Abby Olson. Also with her, we'll have Goulet into the lineup here with Nora. Well, for the Lady Huskies, able to see Ella Langenwalter into the game, able to newly be inserted. And let's see, Leerskamp, the 5'9" senior forward, getting a run, as they will also have Max on the floor. And Woods will check out here for Wahpeton. Ball will come up top. Leerskamp near side. Nelson, long 3 on the way, and she's got her 7th. Nelson now with 25 on the night. She's hit 7 threes. Right wing. This one slips on the interior. Olsen off the iron, no good. Ball going to be loose, and it will be Thompson basketball. This going back to Piper Nelson, averaging 14 points per game for the 8th grader. As they see it now on the slip, right wing to Schwab on the interior. There's a good turnover. Max will handle it now. Max with a couple of dribbles here for Wahpeton. Back to Nelson. Nelson will lose this one out of bounds. So it'll be last touch here off of Thompson. As Taylor Mauck to check in, also with Pools Camp here. As coming out will be Nelson and Max. Lady Huskies to inbound it. As they do, they work it on the interior. Eventually, Schwab is going to be there for a tie-up, and the arrow goes to the Thompson Tommies. That's for Thompson with Kaya Hurst. We'll get this one to Andy Schwab. Schwab front court. We'll see this one on the skip to the baseline now to Kaya Hurst. Left pocket three-pointers off the backboard, no good. Rebound, and eventually Schwab will come with it underneath to Goulet, looking for the reversal up and in. Nora Goulet able to get that one after a nice job by Andy Schwab, and we've seen that time throughout the season. Times up perfectly off a make or a miss, full court pressure defense, and boom, the Tommies get points off a turnover as the Lady Huskies going to have a drive here with Ella Langenwalter. Foul on the floor. Foul will be coming here to the Tommies. That's their third. Olsen with her second as Emma Hornstein to check it in here for the Lady Huskies. 5'8" senior will zip this one left wing to Poolskamp. Poolskamp at the high post, back to the right-handed side. This one gets slipped, tipped away, and eventually goes into the hand of Andy Schwab. Schwab will see it, leads a 3-on-1. Schwab from the left block off the window, no. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll be last touch here off of Wahpeton. Thompson will make a substitution with Nyla Goulet. The 5'5" senior will check in. As checking out here will be Andy Schwab. Tommies to inbound it. As they do, they see this one up top. Back to Nora. Goulet here at the left wing. Zips it back to her twin sister, Nyla. Olsen now to Hurst. Hurst on the right short corner. Wraparound pass. Here's a Nora Goulet three-pointer short. Rebound as foul will be assessed on Olsen. So Olsen with the foul, her third, team's fourth. Thompson pretty much right at their season averages at 65 and 48 a game, up by 12 here in terms of them scoring 65 points per contest. As the Lady Huskies here with Hornstein will shoot the three-pointer off the backboard, no. Rebound here by Sage, but eventually won by Mauck as they will handle it now for Taylor Mauck. Right-hand side, he will slip this pass to Hornstein. Hornstein to the baseline to Langenwalter on the interior as the Huskies then will turn this one over. It'll be their 17th turnover here of the contest and 10th of the second half. Right wing, this one goes to Goulet, that's Nyla. Back to Sage here, Sage with 90 seconds in the quarter, able to slip the pass left-hand side to Nora. Goulet with this one, back up top now to Addie Sage, ready to key three, got it to go. Addie Sage with her first three-pointer of the night. She's got 15, and the Thompson Tommies hit their first three since the opening quarter. Huskies will see this one. Poolskamp left wing, back up top on the high post to Leerskamp. As they work it here for the Huskies, get the shot off on the interior by Ella Langenwalter. Eventually we get a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with Wahpeton. 1:01 to play here in the fourth quarter, 63-48. As Wahpeton to inbound it. As they will, they see this one on the block, and eventually it's going to be on the deck. And we'll get another tie-up, and this time it'll favor the Thompson Tommies. So with this result, Thompson will improve to 18-3 on the season, while for Wahpeton they'll drop to 11-9. Tommies will work it with Hurst. Hurst going to drive, pop, Sage. Sage at the left wing, reverse it now to Olsen. Olsen able to find it on the interior. This one's going to be loose. Wahpeton will force the turnover. That's the 17th here on Thompson as Lady Huskies left wing to Taylor Mauck. Back up top, Wahpeton to Taylor. Mauck able to slip this one to Hornstein. Hornstein right-handed side to Leerskamp. And Leerskamp right now on the Wahpeton Lady Huskies, content just to continue to work the ball around. Gave Thompson a good battle here tonight without question, as it'll be a 15-point win here this evening for the Thompson Tommies unless Postgame can get a shot off. It'll be short, and Thompson will fend off the Huskies here tonight on senior night, 63-48. They outscore Wahpeton 13-7 in the final quarter. The Thompson Tommies led by the double-double of Kaya Hurst with 20 points, 11 rebounds. Piper Nelson leads the way with 25 points, and she has 7 three-pointers in the loss for Wahpeton. We'll take a break and we come back. Post-game show is coming up next.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
As we come back, your final here, 63-48 for the Thompson Tommies tonight on senior night. They scored 17 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second, 17 in the third, and 13 in the fourth. While for Wahpeton, 14 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second, 16 in the third, and 7 in quarter number 4. For the Thompson Tommies, 7 players in the scoring column, 14 of 18 from the free throw line, 3 threes, 31 rebounds, 17 turnovers. Wahpeton, 3 players in the scoring column. They go 9 of 11 from the stripe. 7 threes, all by Piper Nelson. 25 rebounds here tonight for Wahpeton. Individually, 20 points for Kaya Hurst, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Kaya also goes 7 of 8 from the line. 15 points for Addie Sage with 4 boards. She goes 6 of 8 from the stripe. 13 points for Claire Calling with 6 rebounds. She hit a 3 back in the first quarter. 7 points then for Andy Schwab with 3 rebounds. He had 4 points for Jenna Schwabe, 2 points for Nora Goulet, and 2 points for Jocelyn Oster. Olsen with a couple of rebounds here as well for the Thompson Tommies. Wahpeton led by the 25 points of Piper Nelson as she hit 7 3-pointers and had one in every quarter. 19 points for Claire Woods with 7 rebounds. Claire also goes 7 of 8 from the free throw line here tonight as she battled on the interior for the sophomore, and 4 points on the way for Cambry Malk with 7 rebounds. Couple of rebounds for Claire Langenwalter, Poolskamp, and also with Ella Langenwalter here today in this one. Wahpeton now drops to 11-9 on the season. Up next, a game with Turtle Mountain on Thursday at Turtle Mountain in Belcourt, and then they will play Northern Cass in the quarterfinal round of the Region 1A girls basketball tournament. That'll be at 7:30 on Monday night from the Shack in Fargo. We'll have that for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, they improved to 18-3 on the season. They will play next in the Region 2A girls basketball tournament, and that'll be against Mayport CG from Devil's Lake, also on YourLiveEvent.com. Our players of the game brought to you in part by Enbridge. Kaya Hurst with 20 points, 11 rebounds. Piper Nelson with 25 points, 7 threes. That is our players of the game brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And to our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest for the Thompson Tommies, just not allowing the Wahpeton Huskies to get back within 1 possession late in the second half. It was 37-30, 41-34, but couldn't really continue to make their way through. So that's our play of the game, keeping the Huskies at bay, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg. When we come back, we'll hear from the seniors from the Thompson Tommies as they're your winners here tonight, 63-48 here in Thompson.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Join us, the 6 seniors here for the Thompson Tommies, all scrunched together as you're able to see it here. Join us first is Addie Sage, able to finish with 15 points tonight. Addie, just talk about the senior class here. Just what does it mean to, looking back at the numbers now, your 88th win with this senior class since you were part of the freshmen, your 34th win at home. Just kind of what does it mean to be part of this senior class here this year?
It's so special. We've all been playing together for such a long time, and it's just so surreal that this is our last year actually playing together as a team, so I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Give me a trait or characteristic that best describes you 6 together on a basketball floor.
Unserious sounds bad, but I think we all have a very funny and bubbly personality to where we all get along everywhere.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll go now to Kaya Hurst. Kaya, what do you just enjoy about this group of girls?
Like Addie said, we're all bubbly. We're unserious, but serious at the times we need to be, and we all just get each other and understand each other's character and just the traits of each other.
This time of the year in February, obviously now you turn your attention to the postseason. Just what has allowed this team to have this experience that you hope to rely on to make a postseason run once you get to Devil's Lake coming up on Monday?
I think we're just all prepared for this moment. Bren just said in the locker room, whatever just happened in this past season is past us, and we just have to focus on this postseason.
Thank you, Kaya. We'll add it now to Abby. Abby, what do you enjoy most about this senior class?
Just the fact that we can all just have fun. Like they said, unserious. If we say a joke, no one takes it literally. It's just oh, that's funny.
There's still obviously more memories to be had, but what's a favorite memory or two that kind of comes to mind about this particular group of girls?
There's a lot. Any bus rides, any hotel. We always just have a fun time. It's always just we get together and just laugh and make jokes, and sometimes we got quite the duo on the coaching staff, so we like to get them involved sometimes.
Hey, Abby, thank you very much. We'll pass it down again. Miss Goulet, join us. Let's just talk about it for you, Nyla. Again, one of the senior 6. Just what does this group of girls just kind of mean to you?
We're all such a special group. We get along so well. I think we're just a great group of girls, and we're all so fun to be around, and yeah.
As you go moving forward here, what's just something about this team that you hope to take with you as you get to Devil's Lake? What's a trait about this year's team and about this year's class that you hope to take with you once you get to postseason basketball?
Well, we're all just such great teammates, and we're great people on and off the court, so I just say that, I guess.
All right, thanks, Nyla. We'll hand it off to your twin, Nora here. Nora, just what do you like best about this year's group of seniors?
I like how well we all get along and work together and play on the court on and off.
What's the one particular thing that no one sees on a day-to-day practice that you can kind of best explain? Not giving away the whole secret sauce, so to speak, but what's the one thing that you really enjoy about the practices, the bus rides, everything about this?
In practice, I feel like we all just have a fun time. Kelly is always coming into practice with the mints. He's got the candy every day. We all just work hard and have fun every day in practice.
Thank you very much. We'll go now to Claire. Claire, just what's best way to describe this senior class for you, do you think?
We're just all so positive, and we love each other, and
we just support each other like fully, and like we've been playing with each other since we were so young, so I think that's so special.
Is there something that kind of comes to mind when you think about the 6 of you together, whether it's in a gym, bus, just is there one memory that comes to mind that stands out above the rest a little bit?
I kind of agree with Abby, just like all the hotels, like the state tournaments we've had, and like even when we go to Minot, it's just always such a fun time with this group.
Okay, last thing, we'll just kind of go rapid fire here. Do you have a superstition at all? And if so, what is your superstition before a game, whether it's as a team or as an individual? Any superstition for you, Claire? When it comes to mind, like a superstition, like you have to tie your left shoe before the right or listen to a certain song before you get on the court?
I mean, honestly, just having Abby always on the speaker on aux, so, and like a little dance party before the games just to get us warmed up and stuff.
Okay, Nora, same question. Any superstition come to
my
mind?
superstition would be me and Nyla always make TikToks before every single game.
Okay, Nyla?
Before every game, I always like to drink like an energy drink. So.
Okay,
yeah.
Abby?
Yeah, I'd have to go with Claire. Just everyone's like, "Where's the music?" Abby, where's the speaker? So that's about just playing music and having fun in the locker room.
For you, Kaya?
For home games, I go and get 7 Brew. A lot of these other girls do too, or I drink an Alani. So.
All right, Addie?
Yeah, same with Kaya. Like even since like when like Clara, Libby, like Sydney, all of those girls were seniors, we've always gone into town and got a fun drink before every game. So.
Okay, last thing, what is it about this coaching staff that you really like with Coach Brend, obviously Kyle, Coach George, everybody just on the staff, just the 4 of them together, just what do you really enjoy about the staff?
I would just say the different things that they each bring to the table. I think they each bring really good ideas from different aspects of the game, so that's probably what I would say.
Kaya, do you like Dr. Pepper as much as Jason Brend does?
Yes, I actually do. Well, I wouldn't say as much as he does, but it's his fave.
For you, Abby, same question. Do you like Dr. Pepper or something a little different?
No. Not a big pop girly.
Okay, Nyla, what do you enjoy most about the coaching staff?
I just agree with Addie. I think they all bring a different thing to practices and games, and it's just a nice mix.
For you, Nora, do you like Dr. Pepper as Coach Brend?
I love Dr. Pepper
okay.
so much.
And then, Claire, what do you enjoy most about the staff?
The energy they bring to like every practice and every game, and like just like the way they lift us up all, and we're so lucky to have them.
Hey, thank you very much, girls. Best of luck once you get to Devil's Lake in the Region 2 tournament.
Thank you.
Again, the senior class joined us here for the Thompson Tommies, able to win tonight on senior night here. Again, Nora Goulet, Andy Schwab, Jenna Schwabi, Nora Goulet joined us with Addie Sage, Claire Calling, Kaya Hurst, also Nyla Goulet and Abby Olson here in this one. Your final at Thompson Tommies 63-48. We'll continue with more after this here in Thompson.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Again, that does it for our broadcast here tonight in Thompson as the Tommies win at 63-48. Thompson will play roughly at around 6 o'clock upcoming on Monday against the Patriots of Mayport CG in the Region 2 a girls basketball tournament up at Devil's Lake. The quarterfinals, loser out games. You win, you advance to the semis. Then you at least get to play until Thursday. Then if needed, that qualifier before the Jamestown Civic Center is the goal for all these State A tournament teams. While for the Wahpeton Huskies, they'll play at 7:30 against Northern Cass on Monday. Their next game scheduled to be at Turner Mountain on Thursday, but then we'll play Northern Cass on Thursday at 7:30 in the Region 1A girls basketball tournament. We'll have the Region 1A and Region 2A tournament for you right here on your live event.com. Again, Piper Nelson with 25 to lead the floor for the Huskies. Kaya Hurst with 20 points, 11 rebounds. The double-double here for the Thompson Tommies. One more time, tip of the cap for a senior class is now 88-13 and trying to make it bare minimum 4 straight semifinals in girls basketball with Nora Goulet, Addie Sage, Claire Calling, Kaya Hurst, with Nyla Goulet, and alongside with Abby Olson as well. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in. Join us for more high school sports coming up throughout the week here on your liveevent.com.